Welcome to Total Transformation Secrets webinar 63. Hard to believe. In fact, all of last week, I got the number wrong, but I checked. It's definitely webinar 63. And welcome. We're going to talk today about, let me share. Keep moving the share button. There we go. We are going to talk today about the rainbow, the importance of the rainbow. And you might have heard the importance of eating the rainbow. And it is absolutely important. It's a wonderful idea. And actually, there are a couple of studies that I found from Harvard. And the topic is really phytonutrients. So that's the big word that we're covering today. But the importance of painting your plate with the colors of the rainbow. And if you want to get the article, you can scan that QR code right there and it'll take you right to the article, or do a screenshot so you can scan the code later. And then there was another article in Healthline about eating the rainbow. Is it useful? Should you try it? How to do it? And there were so many great tips between the two articles that I wanted to share with you. Now, but I thought, maybe we don't, because with all of the different super juices and supplement drinks and all the wonderful things that we have available, I thought, you know what? And summer's coming. Maybe we don't necessarily need to eat the rainbow. We can drink the rainbow. Ha 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 ha. So, and I totally made this up. I want you to know I made it up for sure. But then I Googled it. And even though I made it up, I was not the first to think of drinking the rainbow. And so just some of the images that I found on Google, I wanted to share because it was so funny. These are called rainbow shots. Now, I had no idea that it was a thing, but it's a thing. If you go to some clubs or tropical resorts, they'll make these shots. But this is one way to do the rainbow, which is having the different colors individually. Another way to do the rainbow, I got this from Epicure. I'm a foodie, and so I love this magazine, Epicurious, and I saw this image and fell in love with it. So this is the other way to drink the rainbow. But again, these are adult beverages. But drinking the rainbow can also be kid friendly. So Tropicana has this campaign about rainbow lemonades, and there are all kinds of different ways to make rainbow lemonades, individual colors as well as layered. But I think my favorite image that I found on the Google search was this, which is the rainbow ice cubes. I just thought that was cool. But we're going to talk about the healthy way to drink the rainbow. And before we get to it, I just want to introduce myself. I'm DrLisa Singletary. I'm a board certified family physician, but I'm now retired and I'm a certified holistic health coach. And I have had a major transformation in my life. And there was a time in my life when I really needed a miracle. Now, we don't talk about miracles in health and wellness. So this slide doubles as my disclaimer slide. So this is entertainment and educational purposes only. This is not a second opinion. Your insurance won't pay for me, but I hope you find value in my experience, as my personal experience, as well as my medical and scientific expertise. I did have a rather dramatic personal health journey, and this was a result of learning how to nourish my cells. I've been on a diet since I was 6, but it wasn't until, like I said, I learned the power of nutrition that I was able to have a breakthrough. And I have made that breakthrough into a framework that I call the 5 M's of total transformation. Mindset, macronutrients, that's fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. Micronutrients, we're talking about today, those phytonutrients. Motion, so important. And measurement, we have to keep track of our progress. And with these 5 M's, I hope to empower you in your transformation to your optimal wellness. So what's the whole deal about the phytonutrients? Where do the phytonutrients fit on the 5 steps to total or to nutritional completeness? So step 1, we've been talking about a lot, avoiding the bad foods, not only the foods you choose, but the way you cook them, because those high heat cooking methods actually, they not only destroy the nutrients that are in the food, but they create compounds that can be very detrimental to your body, creating chronic inflammation, oxidative stress. So inflammation, you're burning out; stress, you're rusting out. Step 2, the 90 essential nutrients. Crucial, all right? But all the other steps build on the previous steps. So yes, we do want the 90 essential nutrients, but you can't out-supplement a bad diet. So again, do not neglect step 1, avoiding the bad foods. But then we can go to step 3, where we are today, the antioxidants, adaptogens, anti-inflammatories, and the phytonutrients that we're going to talk about today fit into this step perfectly. Now, step 4, you are not what you eat, you are what you absorb. So step 4, your gut has to be, we have to take a good look at your gut to make sure your gut is healthy. And then step 5, Wellness Wonderland. Welcome to all of the strategies, all of the different things that are available to us. And this is the best time, I think, ever to be on a health journey with all the tools, all of the things that we have to work with. But again, we build all of these things, whether it's targeted nutrition, brain support, joint support, heart lung support, blood sugar support, all of the things in Wellness Wonderland where we can target different areas of our bodies. That has to be on the foundation of the first 4 steps. Okay, so why are phytonutrients so important? What's the deal about phytonutrients? Well, it's about survival, right? Now, when an animal wants to survive, it's been given the ability to move, to escape, to run, to hide. And, we have the fight, flight, or fright mechanism in us. But plants, they don't have legs. They don't have umbrellas to protect from sunlight. They can't escape from attackers. They're constantly threatened by bugs, by the sun, by all the modalities of weather, by disease. And so what they do, and since they can't fight back, they can't run, they have to fight back a different way, and that is through chemical warfare. So when they're under stress, they make compounds that help in their defense. And those compounds are called phytonutrients. But those compounds give them all of the brilliant colors that we see. And so that's why we say eat the rainbow, because when you get all of these colors, you're getting benefits of different spectrums that the plants make. And so we can borrow their defense strategy. So, but the colors, there are color codes. They're colored in groups. And so we're going to look at some of the different groups. Now, there are a few groups that you see all the time, but there's one group in particular that this particular article highlighted, and that's why I loved it so much. Okay, so the red group. When you think of the red, think of heart health. The key compound is lycopene. And what does it do? It fights heart disease, protects skin, lowers prostate cancer risk. Now, these are all benefits that have been studied in the research. Does this mean that other colored compounds can't help with these same superpowers? No. What it means is that someone got the idea, I wonder if tomatoes can help heart health, right? Or I wonder if that red compound, if that lycopene can fight heart disease or support the heart. And someone funded a study, and they may have funded multiple studies. And over time, the studies showed, yes, lycopene does support the heart. Does that mean that grapeseed extract doesn't? No. But someone funded specifically the study for this. So what I want you to do is realize that all of these compounds are multifunctional. Pharmacist Ben Fuchs talks about multifunctionality. I love that word. So don't get locked in to the studies, meaning this only does that, or, we have to realize the studies are a result of people making funding choices. But we get some good data from it, and that's what I want to share, the good data. All right, so where do the red compounds reside? Well, tomatoes, watermelon, pink grapefruit, red bell pepper. What's another group? Orange yellow. So the key compounds in the orange yellow spectrum are beta carotene, lutein, and vitamin C. And ancient age-old wisdom, eat your carrots for your vision, right? So, and beta carotene is a key component of your vision health. But it can do other things, right? Boosting your immune system, keeping your skin healthy. So when you eat carrots, sweet potatoes, yellow peppers, bananas, pineapple, all of these things, another caveat, if it's in the soil, right, then all of these things will help. So that's the other thing, but we'll talk about that a little later. Green, the compounds for green is chlorophyll, folate, isothiocyanates. What is the superpower that has been demonstrated in the research? Is blood vessel health, nitric oxide, right? Cell function, healthy pregnancies. And what are our go-tos for health in the green area? The green leafy vegetables, so spinach, kale, of course, broccoli, or eating trees, as the kids will say. Avocados, beneficial for multiple reasons, including healthy fats. But right now we're talking about the green of it all, the phytonutrients, the micronutrients. Green apples and kiwi. Blue and purple, we love our blue and purple compounds, the anthocyanins. These are proven or shown in the research to protect against cognitive decline, improve brain function, reduce inflammation. Our go-to sources are blueberries, blackberries, red and purple cabbage. You got that, Tony? Eggplant. Thank you. And I have to do a shout out. It wasn't included in this study, But we have to shout out our super fruit, our super juice from the sea, fucoidan, our super compound from the sea. And the again, fucoidan from the brown algae, from the seaweed, we we know that they are under pressure under the sea, the elements of the sea exposed to sunlight, and as a result create amazing blue and purple or amazing health compounds in the blue and purple spectrum. Here's one that I almost never see, a color category, the white and the brown. And again, that's why I love this article. So what are the key compounds? Anthocyanthins and allicin. And these are powerful antiviral, antibacterial, or again, the research has shown these to be supportive of your immune system in multiple areas. They are called often nature's antibiotic. What are we talking about? Cauliflower, garlic, onions, mushrooms. And just when you think about all of the remedies that traditionally are part of the armamentarium, garlic, ding, 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 ding. Now, there are studies, right, showing that garlic helps other areas. So again, multifunctionality. The mushrooms, amazing, amazing benefits for health support. So we've got a little color-coded map for all of our, not only eating the rainbow, but drinking the rainbow, because all of those substances can be juiced or blended, right? And there are studies about that. Actually, some of that research is included in the articles that we talked about. So what's better, juicing or blending? Well, the conventional wisdom is that blending is better because it keeps the fiber in play. But it depends on what you want. If you needed a quick boost of antioxidant power, then a juice is awesome. If you wanted a more sustained delivery of the antioxidants throughout the day, then the blending gives you the advantage because the fiber matrix traps some of the compounds and they're released more slowly. And then the fiber goes into your gut microbiome, and your gut microbiome gets an amazing meal from those extra fibers as well. So, but again, both have their place, whether you're juicing or whether you are blending. Now, how do we do this? So it's been said every meal needs 6 different colors to count. Really, because of the multifunctionality, you could switch the colors up. You don't need all of the colors, all of the meals, or all of the drinks. And that's a great thing. So the studies really looked at, are fresh fruits and vegetables better than frozen or better than canned? And they all have pros and cons. Here's the thing that most research does not consider, and that is the health of the soil. So yes, it's wonderful to eat fresh farm to table, but if there's no selenium in the soil, then you're going to be missing key nutrients. Yes, flash freezing vegetables and fruits gives you benefits. Canned, I will have to say less so because canned involves a higher heat process. But there are some benefits, again, depending on the source, on the soil. So what can you do? Eat in season, eat/drink in season, mix it up, leave the peels on. But what does that mean? You have to do something you have to pay attention to the potential toxins that are on the peels, the pesticides that might be there. So you have to really be careful to clean the fruits if you're going to be eating the peels. If you're going to be just peeling them and eating the inside, that's a little bit better. So I want you to screenshot this, and I'll make a URL for this so you can download it that I will put into the YouTube video, into the description. So once the premiere happens tonight, you can go into the description and get this to download. But for right now, just take a screenshot of the 5 color spectrum categories, their top benefits as the research shows us today. But remember, they will overlap. They have multi-functionality. And what are the go-to foods in those categories? Foods/beverages. Okay. Ooh, I didn't mean to. I think this is definitely a duplicate. So let's see. Here we go. All right. So thank you for joining me today on webinar 63 of Total Transformation Secrets. And those of you who are here live, I can't see you right now, but when I take off the presentation, I'll be able to see everyone who's in the room. But I know people have been coming in, so I'm so thankful that you're here. And we are here live every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, and we are talking about the secrets. But then tonight at 9 p.m., I'll be putting this very replay up on YouTube. So I invite you to come back and join me at 9 for the premiere, because for the first showing, the premiere showing, I'll be live in the comments with you, and we can have some more fun and live in the chat, in the live chat, and we can have some fun. So just scan this QR code, and that will take you right to my channel, and you'll see tonight's premiere once I get it set up. So we're shedding light on the secrets, and I'm DrLisa Singletary, and I'm so thankful for you. And oh, I see everyone that's here. So those of you here live, stay tuned, because we'll have a little chat when we're done. And those of you here on the replay, thank you so much for joining us. I love you all. The red Corvette's getting ready to ride. Mwah.